Hey YouTube, it's Forever Red 24 here, and today I'm going to bring you the first video in a series that I'm starting up because I recently got into the Dragon Ball Z card game that just came out by Panini last October. Today I'm bringing you a deck profile for my blue Frieza control deck, and I'll get into that a little bit more later. So, the first thing I'm going to do is actually go over what Frieza does. Now, a lot of people would consider Frieza to be a lower tier personality. Let's set that aside for now. But I disagree because he's one of the strongest MPs as far as power stages is concerned. I mean, he's definitely not weak for sure. And blue just makes his abilities just really strong. You know, he doesn't go off quite as well as probably red would go off, or black maybe, but he definitely wins by MPPV probably about 95% of the games I play with him. So let's go ahead and start off with the level 1. Level 1 has a power, continuous power that says you may, when you stop an attack, you may raise your anger level 1. So this is really good because I run a lot of blocks, I run a lot of effects like that. I also run a lot of gain anger effects, so I can easily get to level 2 turn 1. Level 2 is a little bit different. He has a power where you use it as an action, you discard a card from your hand and copy the last attack that your opponent did. So that's really good because this deck also runs a lot of discarding effects, so I get extra buffs off of discarding cards. Level 3 is really, really good. He has a constant power where my attacks do +3 stages of damage, and I can use my level 1 power, so anytime I block, I gain an anger, so I get to level 4 very, very quickly. And lastly, level 4, I think, in my personal opinion, is really, really good, because you get to destroy the top 4 cards of your opponent's deck, which is unblockable free damage. And on top of that, you get to search your deck for a Frieza named card, and I'll go over those later, and add it to your hand. So it's really, really good. And lastly, the Blue Mastery, Blue Protective Mastery. Constant power, your opponent needs 6 anger to advance a personality level, which is really good. And then power, you can discard a physical combat to stop a energy combat, and an energy combat to stop a physical combat. If you discarded a blue card, you gain an anger. You can raise or lower a player's anger. So that's really, really good because not only can I stop my opponent's attacks, I can lower their anger, raise my anger, etc. So it's really, really good for what I plan on doing with this deck. Now I'm going to go ahead and start off. I run 2 Dragon Balls, Dragon Balls 3 and 5. My personal opinion, I think any deck could run at least 2 Dragon Balls. I mean, they're really, really good effects. For 1, and for 2, if you're going up against something like Orange Goku that's going to mill you out by destroy effects, like Orange Destruction, it's really good because it's going to stop them in their tracks and force them to attack you, which you can stop. So that's really good. And these are really good as well because, see, Dragon Ball 5, gain 5 stages, raise your anger level 1, draw a card, and rejuvenate. So many good effects off of that. And Dragon Ball 3, draw 3 cards, place 2 at the bottom of your deck from your hand, and raise or lower player's anger 1 level. So once again, you can lower your opponent's anger. On to setups, to visiting the past, because it is a staple in any deck. Just a really, really good card. Quick side note, I don't have any blue lunge in this deck yet. They're in the mail, and I'll be giving you guys an update video probably sometime in the next couple of weeks. I run 3 blue Kai buildup. I only run 3 for the moment because I don't have the blue lunge. I can't get them out as quickly. But it's a really good energy attack. Damage of 7 life cards costing 2 stages. Lowers an opponent's anger. So really, really good. You can just leave it there. Make it a target instead of other cards on your board. I just really like it. Tech 1 of blue Trick. Capture Dragon Ball Endurance 2. So I really like it for the endurance. And if I'm going up against Namekian, it's not bad. 2 blue blockade. I only have 2 for 1 and for 2. This deck's all about blocking, so it's really good. Onto the drills. 1 blue overpowering drill. I only have 1, but it's amazing. Villains only. This card is not discarded when you advance a level. Whenever you stop an attack, you may raise a player's anger 1 level. Your first copied attack each combat cannot be stopped. So really, really good in combination with levels. Oh, with levels 2 and 4, I forgot to mention, level 4 can also use Frieza's level 2 powers. So when you're copying those attacks, it's really, really good. 2 blue lifting drill. I really like this card because it says, if this card is discarded from your hand by a card effect, you may place it in play. Really good. Continuous effect, your attacks deal +1 life card of damage. Whenever one of your attacks is stopped, lower your opponent's anger level 1. So it punishes them for stopping your attacks. Really good. 2 blue positioning drill. I felt like 2 was great. 3 is just a little too much, but it's really good. Whenever you stop an attack, place a styled card from your discard pile on top of your deck, so you can rejuvenate anything. It's really, really good, but I don't rely on it. Timeless Warrior's Tool, staple. 3 blue defensive effect. I really like this card because it has the highest endurance in the game, endurance 6. Power, lower your opponent's anger level 1. Your opponent cannot raise his anger level this combat. So this is really good against red. This is insanely good against Namekian and Saiyan. And like I said, endurance 6 is incredible. So definitely running 3. Next is 3 blue shifting maneuver. Endurance 2 power stops a physical or energy attack, so it's an omni block. If your current anger level is 3 or higher, I can discard it instead of banishing after use. Really, really good. Opens me up to rejuve or get with blue shifting drill. Positioning drill, excuse me. Lastly, for the events, 3 blue fear. I really like this card. Really, really good card. If this card is discarded from your hand by a card effect, raise your anger 2 levels, banish after use. Power. Use a critical damage effect. Auto crit. Great. You may discard a card from your hand to draw a card. So you can instantly play blue fear, discard another one, gain your 2 anger, banish it, and draw a card. So that's just plus, plus, plus. It's really, really good. I like it. Onto physical combats. 1 of Wall Breaker. I only have 1, but this is an anger control deck, so of course it had to have a spot in the deck. 3 Frieza's Captive Strike. Frieza named card. If this card is discarded from your hand by a card effect, you may raise your anger 1 level. Physical attack, damage at stages. So the attack itself is not that great. I will use it every once in a while just to get it in the graveyard. Other than that, I will discard it for my multiple effects so that I can stack them in my graveyard for another attack I run, which I'm sure you guys know what that is. 2 blue betrayal. I have another one on the way in the mail. Really good card. Physical attack, damage at stages, banish an opponent's setup drill or ally. So this is really my only ally hate in the game, in the deck. I mean, to go up against Ginyu with. But when it is timed right, it'll work. 2 blue determined attack. Excuse me. Pretty decent physical attack. Physical attack, damage at stages +3. If you stop an attack in your opponent's last action, raise your anger 2 levels. So being as you're more than likely stopping every one of their attacks, it gives you an additional plus. 3 blue head knock. Really, really great card when you know they're going to be gaining anger and trying to level up as quickly as possible. You can just keep knocking them back down, get it back with blue positioning drill. And on top of that, it's also endurance 2, so it's really, really good. 3 blue round throw. Excellent card. I love it so much. You could play it to stop an energy attack instead of as an attack. Really good. So it also doubles as a block. Physical attack, damage, attack table +5 stages. Amazing. Lower your opponent's anger level 1. That's just too good. I love it. That's why I run 3. Onto blocks, just the 3. 3 blue fist catch, stops physical attack, endurance 2. lower your opponent's anger level 1. So basically, they're not getting any anger, saying not going to level up unless they get the upper hand on me early. Onto energy attacks. 2 Frieza Supernova. I only have 2. Damage 5 life cards plus X life cards. X equals 3 times the number of Frieza name cards in your discard pile. So maximum of 12 additional cards. So that's 17 life cards off the bat. Really, really good. 1 blue terror staple, limit 1 per deck, banish after use, energy attack costing 2 stages, damage of 3 life cards, search your life deck for a non-Dragon Ball card, and place it into your hand. Really good. Get what you need when you need it. 3 blue Arm Blast, very similar to Round Throw. You may play this card to stop a physical attack instead of as an attack. Energy attack costing 2 stages, damage of 5 life cards. Really good. If it hits, it's a crit. Amazing. Blocks. No. Couple more attacks. 3 blue Neck Beam. I love this card. It's amazing. Sorry. This card's amazing. If this card is discarded from your hand by a card effect, your MP gains 4 stages, so awesome right off the bat. Endurance 1, even better. Energy attack costing 2 stages, damage of 4 life cards. Hit, raise or lower your opponent's MP1 personality level at the end of combat. Oh my god, just so amazing. Say goodbye to your, level 3 Goku. All of that, just really good. 3 blue Hand Blast. Energy attack costing 3 stages, a little expensive. Damage of 5 life cards. It'll be a crit if it happens. Raise your anger 2 levels, auto effect, amazing. Hit, raise or lower your opponent's anger 2 levels. Really, really good for what I'm trying to do. Onto the blocks. 3 blue Narrow Escape. Stops an energy attack. Choose 2 energy combat cards in your discard pile and place them on top of your deck. So good. If you combo this with Blue Fear, this is drawing effect, and put a Frieza Supernova on top of your deck, it can just win you games. It's amazing. That's why I run 3. It's also Endurance 3, so I like to run a lot of Endurance. And lastly, 3 blue Avoidance. Stops an energy attack. You may discard a card from your hand to perform a copy of that attack for your next action. Really great, especially in combination with Overpowering Drill. And, I really like to control the board, so I'm blocking their attacks and then throwing them back at them. I don't have 3 of the one that copies a physical attack, and I plan on getting them in the mail or ordering them here soon. But that was the deck, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is going to be a brand new series that I'm starting up. Well, anyway, guys, this is Forever Red 24, and I'm signing out.